All right, club football takes a bow in major parts of Europe, paving the way for international action. Be sure ready to have a good time on Sports Update. Welcome to the show. My name is Mark Otaba. As usual, I've got my ride or fly right here with me. TVC News.
Good morning, Mark.
You look good today.
Yeah, thank you. You look
Absolutely.
good too. You look
Are
fly.
you going somewhere from here?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
You've been doing some sneaky links.
No.
Okay, no problem. It's all good. Let's get on to the first story now. World number one Iga Swiatek continued her dominance over Coco Gauff to reach the French Open final and move closer to a third straight title at Roland Garros. Now, Poland's Swiatek broke Gauff in the first game of the match and, apart from briefly losing serve in the second set, retained control to win 6-2, 6-4. And, of course, in the other semi-final, Jasmine Paolini beat unseeded 17-year-old Mira Andreeva 6-3, 6-1 to set up a final clash with Iga Swiatek. Now, TSC, I know you are very passionate about tennis, and I understand the feeling that comes with the dominance with the females, yeah? I was particularly not happy that my Coco left, I'm telling you. I was really rooting for her. Yes, she's young, she's got promising years ahead of her,
of course.
But you would expect that, you know, we've seen tournaments like this where sometimes surprise happens.
Yeah, sure.
I was hoping for that shock surprise, but it didn't happen at all.
Nigerians would say tennis is a winch sport, something like that, because expect anything. Just look at the 17-year-old unseeded girl who defeated, what's her name now? Sabalenka. Knocked out Sabalenka. I was, hoping and expecting a Sabalenka Iga Swiatek kind of final. But we're not seeing that. Sabalenka is out, Rybakina is out. But this time around, Iga Swiatek, she's a monster. She's going on and on and on and on. She's not even slowing down. When I saw the matchup with Coco Gauff, as much as, yes, Coco has done something, her first Grand Slam, US Open, on home soil, the home advantage. I don't want to be too disrespectful to Coco, but I already knew that this was a mismatch. I don't think she stood any chance against Iga Swiatek.
All right, well, so talking about the men, I particularly was happy that Carlos actually pulled through.
Yeah, like I always call him, I call him the right-handed Rafael Nadal. Powerful, pacey, and all of that, all the brutes you expect from a guy, who has this passion for tennis and wants to emulate his Spanish legend, that's Rafael Nadal. He's doing so well. He's in the final now. He will face Alexander Zverev, one person who knocked out Rafael Nadal early in this tournament. And I'm so delighted to see both of them play together in the final. One thing for Zverev, why? Because he has always not been in the mix lately. He had promise, since the likes of the big three had gone. But he has never lived up to that promise. But this time around, he's in another final. I'm happy to see him there. But Carlos Alcaraz Garcia, one man who is in form, one man who, when it comes to finals, it would give you at least that's 80% chance that I would win or I would take this final.
So you advise me to put my money on him, right?
Sort of. He's done it before. So I'd rather go with someone who has done it before.
So for the female round, are you actually outrightly giving it to Iga to actually to take that title?
Come on. Are you expecting, what's her name now? It's
Jasmine Paolini.
No, it's Igwa. It's Iga. I expect her to win under Grand Slam.
All right, moving on now. Just after suffering another devastating knockout from Zhang Yang, the Chinese power Deontay Wilder has been accused of domestic violence by fiancé who is granted restraining order against star boxer. In her application, Swift has accused Wilder of choking her at least 5 times since 2018. She also claims he spat on her several times and even said she was nearly suffocated when Wilder shoved her face into a pillow in a fit of rage for an extended period of time. So you see, I am particularly sorry for this brother. I feel that fight against Tyson Fury was the end of him.
Yeah,
that fight he took up, absolutely.
Yeah.
And not even the third one, the very moment he decided to compete against Tyson Fury, that was the beginning of his downfall.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you, look, listen.
There's nothing wrong with taking a challenge.
Look.
The first one was a draw, right?
See, let me tell you something. Wilder has been ducking for a long time. He saw a Fury that was down. Fury was actually in his lowest moments, and he felt, look, I can take my chance.
So is there anything wrong with that?
Well, he was surprised. He was shocked.
Well, that's
Fury gave him a surprise, and this is what's happening to him now.
You will not know what you will get if you don't try to find out. And that's it. He tried to, he wanted that challenge. The money that came with it as well, minus the old defeat, the trilogy and all of that. The money that came with it, the fame and all of that, it's still on Wilder not to have, won any.
But the money might be going up in flames anytime soon now.
Well, let's just see how this.
The fiancé is saying, look, you have to. He's going to pay because now they're saying Wilder should retire. Why is it that this whole accusation is coming out full force now that the guy's at the end of his career?
That's where the angle I'm going to, where I won't say I feel for him because, of course, she would definitely not be lying. If you are a violent person, you should not have any pity to some extent. But at the same time, boxing-wise, he lost to Gilles Jean, the 5 versus 5. And it's coming at a very bad time where he's at an all-time low, like he's really, really down, losing another fight to Gilles Jean in the 5th round, for that matter. You know, the old great Deontay Wilder that we know, the bronze buzzer, what they call him now.
Bronze bomber.
Bomber, thank you. You know, and now this is hitting him again. This is going to be something that would... I really don't know how he will come back from this, but he definitely can't come back. Just sort it out, apologize, just like he has been doing so far, so good.
He's going to part with some money.
Definitely. When it comes to divorce, you will take a big hit.
All right, now the Super Eagles remains winless in Group C of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier after